Hello and welcome to a new week on iRacing. We're starting it off this time with some Gen 4 racing here at Legacy, Texas. I forget what year I guess it technically is, but it is the Legacy track. I'll have to find out to put that in the title later, what year, whatever year it is. But it's going to be a tough one because it is the first race of the week here in the Gen 4. And we got a couple names we recognize in here. We got Damon as well as Nick Martin in this one, and a 4.1k strength of field. I was just looking for what I wanted to start the season off, or the week off rather, with this time around, and I was like, hey, why not some Gen 4? It can't possibly be as glitchy and messed up as that Bristol race was. Or at least I hope not. I hope I'm not jinxing it. But I guess we're going to find out. Qualifying, I think, is going to be really difficult here. You gotta really be careful about how you hit these corners. I think I didn't hit it quite right there, in fact. I think I'm gonna try to get a run to the line again. I think I want to get a little bit lower in the corner to really get it to rotate around the bottom. So we're gonna get another run to the line here. I think the second lap is gonna be faster anyway. This makes me a little bit more willing to give this a go. Make sure we're lifting off big, getting down to the bottom. You got to be really careful not to overdrive the exit either, because I've found that if you're not careful, you can get real tight on exit. Okay, that's about as good as I think I could probably do. 6.89 is my fastest this week so far. We'll see where that brings us. I probably could have done better. I was not quite as smooth as I would have liked to be there. Oof. But I think that should be about as good as I could hope for. The track really slows down quick, it feels like, as usage goes up, because everybody's running the bottom line and the grip goes down. I got an early time in the practice before jumping into this session, and I could not replicate that pretty much the whole rest of the practice, just because I think everyone's running the bottom line because it's the main line you run here to be fast. And then it just depends on the grip level so much. Now, that isn't to say I don't think there's not going to be another lane opening up here eventually. I do think once that bottom lane gets really hot, we could see some of those cut down lines you'll sometimes get here at Texas. Something kind of like this, where you enter a bit higher and then you cut down. I could see that opening up for sure. Uh-oh, Damon. Where did he end up? 10th, that's not too bad. 10th isn't that bad. Right now we're sitting at P3. If that holds up, we got another minute and 45 seconds or so still. So we could lose that. It's going to be about where we finish. We'll see how that goes. Look at that, the 2 with a whole 10th faster. That's really impressive. So I think the plan here in this one is try to be smooth, try to prevent getting sideways like I have been while running faster laps here during the race. Try to make sure we're hitting the bottom line, not getting tight on exit, and not getting loose either as we kind of try to keep it down by the white line. Oh shoot, I was going to practice a pit in, but I guess everybody... You did still end up 10th, right? No, 11th, whatever.
Can you see it, huh?
Yeah, he must have... The last person that got a time in must have bumped him down one. In fact, they bumped us down one, P4. So.
Right now.
Alright, we're going to get into this thing. 12 to 1, 60% with the brake bias.
I think I've driven a mile and a half
Shouldn't
in
be
this
using
thing
too much
since,
of that brake bias, I don't think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Maybe a little bit, actually, if we're going to be trying to run the bottom line much later in the run. We could definitely find ourselves needing to use a little bit of brake to get rotated, but...
The estimated SOF
Whoever's in the satellite car behind me is goaded.
94. We expect to be fighting for the
Session
podium.
last lap. Get that ready. 50 laps exactly right now. Probably
Waiting on the final pass grid.
want to aim for like 49 laps as an estimate what we're going to get in a full tank. This is going to be a strong field. This is going to be a tough race for sure.
There are two
Some really fast drivers.
So this is
And this one, I mean, you know they're going to be fast if Damon's back in P11 after qualifying. He was fighting us hard in that league race at Michigan for the win.
Like the track or the setup?
Not the setup. I don't know, really everything. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just came back. It looks good, okay? Too many questions.
Alright, looks like a second gear start.
Dynamic track is in a really good spot now. It's 1 and 2.
It might be good to be in this second lane to kind of get a run out and try to get single file before we get to turn 3.
I always noticed the game looks better after you take a 2-week break.
I think early on it's definitely going to be a lot of around the bottom. So we want to find a place on the inside and then run smooth, try to keep the tires on it and see where it takes us, I guess. But hard to say. Lots of unknowns here. First race of the week. 80 laps upcoming here in the Gen 4 series at Legacy, Texas.
Going from just that then.
Going when that Kellogg's number 2 gets going.
Race car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
Alright. And into 4th gear.
Inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Clear.
Alright, able to get clear for 3rd. Now comes the tire saving part. Try to keep it around this white line. Gonna get most of your grips around the bottom, I believe. Wow, that actually got really loose. Wonder if that's because we got that number 1 not too far behind. Getting his arrow loose.
Now in 3rd.
Alright, we're gonna try to seal off the bottom lane if we can. Maybe get some of that dirty air on the guys behind us. I think track position could be very important until that higher lane opens up a little bit more. That means we gotta make sure we're slowing down enough for these corners as well. So we're not pushing too bad, getting on the right front a lot. If I can get my nose lower than the 3, I think that's a good idea. Hopefully prevent us from getting too much into his wake.
Pretty fast, flat for you.
Alright. I think we're doing okay. Haven't had any big moments yet. Bit of a lower exit, but trying to keep the wheel straight as we leave the corner. Got a little bit of a gap behind us. Same distance as the gap in front of us, so not too much. Fighting to loose a little bit. The 2 out to a 1 second gap on us right now, about half a second to the guy in second place. It'll be really interesting to see how the car's handling in turn 2. I think that's where tire wear is first going to show up. I feel like it's going to start getting a little bit tighter there on that exit. You could see guys getting tight and maybe even hitting the wall if they're not careful.
The leader just did a 29.19.
And I won for the leader. Really able to drive it out there. I bet that clean air is really nice. Logging some laps right now. We've got like a lot of distance between the different cars around us, it feels like right now. I don't know if that's because of that dirty air, maybe just making it tough for guys to really catch up or what, but seems like there's a couple of tenths between every car. Not a whole lot of side by side. You might have to wait a little bit later in this race when the bottom starts going away to start seeing guys move up the track, maybe try that cut down line to really start moving. Here's a little bit of the tight out of 2. Started feeling it a little bit there. The number 3 in front of us has been able to pull away just a bit. Fitting to see good wrench on a 3 car, I suppose. Even though I believe that's a Harvick scheme.
That was 29.71.
Apologies if I have that incorrect. I know that could probably upset people if I do have that wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's Harvick. We got movement back there. Looks like the 7 potentially moving forward. Or maybe I misinterpreted that. Nope, that's the 7. 7 is now in 4th. Wonder if they're going to be on our bumper here before too long. That lost quite a bit of ground between the two of them as they navigated that, although I believe the 1 let her by. Looked like maybe the 1 backed off.
You've just done a...
Oh, there goes the 3 trying that higher line. I was kind of thinking about guys we're gonna do. You can feel this bottom line getting a little bit tighter as we go on. I'm going to keep sticking to it for a little bit here. But the race is flying by. We're already through 12 laps. Be interesting to see if that 3 using that cut down line is able to catch up to the leader. I'm all about it because it's opening up the bottom here for clean air for us. I don't want to use up my stuff too much unless I get myself into a situation where I feel like I have to go a little bit harder. Keeping an eye on those gaps. The 3's kind of been holding steady at about 9 tenths. They gained a little bit at first moving up the track. I think it's really working in 1 and 2, because by the time we get to turn 3, he's gained about 2 tenths on us after every time. I don't know if it's working as well in 3 and 4 though. Hard to say. I don't think it is. I think it's more equal in 3 and 4. So maybe if I move up only in 1 and 2. That would make sense. Help combat the tightness you get at the bottom of turn 2. Ooh, we had a bit of a slide there. That wasn't very fast. That was a lot of sliding out of 4. The car does feel very
Just done
slick.
a 30.18.
7 behind us is taking a higher line and they're catching, so maybe we gotta react. We'll try it here. Well, I was pretty garbage at it, it would seem.
Stay high. Clear.
I don't know if I did that right. I tried it, I didn't like it. I think it's probably still a good way to go about it, but... Man, I'm starting to get really loose out of 4 now.
The leader just did a 30.163.
That was a whole tenth slower, that was terrible. I need to figure out how to do this quick. Yeah, she's got it figured out much better than I do.
Still there, inside. Still inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside.
This thing feeling really unsteady. It's so tight on the exit, it's terrible.
Inside. Keep high.
I really need to figure this out.
6.4.
Clear.
Something like that, maybe? Okay, that was pretty solid, I think. Gotta be a little bit more patient on the throttle, it seems like.
Car in front of us is.
Okay, maybe getting an idea of how to run 1 and 2 now if I'm gonna do the cut down line.
I don't know what your problem is, but okay.
Uh-oh, something's happening. That's the first radio communication we've really heard. And it didn't sound like a very happy one.
So that's car number 3 is down the lead.
Oh, we got a lead change. I didn't see it happening up ahead, but I heard my spotters talk about it. I'm gonna try higher in 3 and 4 now, because it's getting so tight out of 4 at this point that it's hard to manage. Okay, that was better.
Okay, Holton. Lap times are pretty consistent. That lap time was 30.54.
Car 3 is up the front.
R3 in the lead. That's the guy we were following. Apparently, he's got it figured out. We should have just been trying to match what he was doing. Felt like I was kind of trying, but he actually did the cut down line much earlier than we did, so maybe there's something to it that it's actually not too bad on the tires either if you do it the right way.
Lap time was
30.337.
30.52.
There's one thing I can, one thing I think I can guarantee though is that I'm not going to do this in a way that saves tire. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm doing it correctly at all. I will say it's much easier to drive with this cut down line because of how tight and loose it was getting on exit.
You've got half your fuel left.
Trying to be just a little lower than the guy ahead so that way I don't get into his dirty air while we're running this line. Not doing too bad, though. We are currently P5, running top 5 in a strong field as the 5 car. Getting a little bit closer to pit stops every lap. The 1's in the wall. Big loss of momentum for the 1 there. Loose on exit when I take that lower approach. And anytime you're loose on exit like that, it just kills the run out. Did he hit the wall again? Wow. He's struggling. Unless that was just a prediction right there. Looked like he got it on entry pretty good. Doesn't seem like it hurt him, though. He's still moving pretty quick. Doing our best to keep up with him. Can't feel too bad about trying to match a guy that's 7,000 I rating. Even if he's able to hit the wall and still go faster. Got about a second behind us. That's been pretty steady, if not growing. So we're feeling pretty good in the top 5 right now. I just don't know if we have anything for those guys ahead. Guys and gals. Assuming Ashley's a gal, sorry for it. I don't know. I think there Ashley can be a guy named, can't it? Maybe. Drivers, we'll say that. Drivers ahead, trying to keep up with them, but I'm not sure if I can. The 8 actually just cut into the gap behind us a little bit, so we might have to watch out there. Trying to get a little bit tight. Trying to run up high. 21 coming out of the pits. No, there was some sort of accident or something because Race Lab says they did not pit. I'm definitely losing some speed here. It's like I need to go find the cooler track.
Fueling up now should get us to the finish.
The 8's making really big progress on us right now.
That was 31.01.
Car inside.
Did not expect him to get to the inside right there. That really hurt our corner. Not being able to cut down like I wanted.
Clear inside. Car inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear inside.
6. 8's committed to the bottom for the most part, I think. Well, they're kind of doing like a diamond line, almost a slider line. I don't know what you would call that there in 1 and 2. Kind of entering one lane up and sliding up just a little bit mid-corner. Okay, now they're running a bit higher up still.
Okay, Colton. The next
You'll
car
need
is
to take care of the tyre.
We need to take care of our tires. Interesting. So tire's not feeling too hot at the moment, apparently. Certainly reflecting because we are losing a lot of pace. Really trying to drive all over the track. I'm not finding what works best. Oh no. That right front really suffering now. Lost a ton of speed on exit.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second. Car inside.
3-0.
Guy behind in our dirty air just got into the wall. I'm going to use the wall to get a run though. Because it's iRacing.
had no air on the front and no air on the back. That was free fall from
Still
hell.
there, hold your line. Clear inside.
Falling back bad, man.
Window is open.
The lead
I was
is
one cross.
Those got loose.
8, 3, 1. Inside.
Last lap was
Stay high.
31.43.
Clear. Car inside.
Definitely didn't mean to cut your air off. I didn't think you were going to have a
Stay
run
high.
there.
Clear.
I hate how much we're losing. I don't really know what to do about it. They're slow right now. I guess I killed my tires. I don't know though, because I moved up higher earlier than the 3 did,
Heads up on
or
the
later
front
than the
stretch,
3
heads up.
did, and yet he went and got the lead. We suffered, so I guess there's a way to save your tires and do this higher line that I don't know about. That's the only conclusion I can reach.
It's fine. I was good enough to save it.
Just gotta try to stop the bleeding as much as we can and then pit whenever we're supposed to. Maybe a little bit earlier, since I'm struggling that bad. It feels like the right front is the one hurting though.
Car inside. Keep high.
You can just see how much those guys are able to cut down out of the corner compared to me.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Just terrible right now.
I didn't realize you were wrecking. I thought you were just cutting down.
I just ran out of balance. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.2 seconds.
So we're outside of the top 10 at this point. Really done a really bad job in the long run. I don't want to overreact to pit too soon. Usually we want to pit
Coming up
later
halfway here.
rather than earlier, and usually want to take 2 tires, don't you? In this series, is it kind of like the 87s?
We estimate
I don't
9
know.
laps remaining on this tank. Your lap time was at 31.49.
I don't know what to do. I think we've hurt our tires too much to try to do a tire strategy type of play. Oh, there's a pit stop happening. We're just gonna go.
18 pitting.
I guess we'll just pit in a couple laps here.
You're in the top 10.
Back into the top 10 because of the pitters. I'm just gonna zoom past us here.
Car inside. Clear. The leader is at 30.739.
Oh my gosh, I have to pit. This thing's falling apart on me.
Behind is closing on you. The gap
We've got an
is
opportunity now to
1.3
just
seconds.
dive in because the guys behind are still a decent distance back. Well, they were before I ruined turn 1 and 2 as usual.
We'll follow
Right,
you to the end of the
stop.
race.
Take full tank.
Pit box in 10.
Can't do 2 tires with how bad I roasted them there, I don't think.
3, 2,
Too much race
One.
left as well.
right here.
No tire grip left. 7 on the right front. 36. 736. Not ideal. I didn't even feel like I was pushing hard for most of that run.
That's it, go.
I think my only option with how I drive
You only have 1 tire set remaining.
is to just stay on the bottom because otherwise I'm going to kill my tires clearly. Whoa. Wide entry for car ahead. Gotta watch for other people that are pitting here.
This car exiting the pits.
Been a really great race so far.
Car outside. The leader's fitting now. Still there. Clear.
Watching names up ahead, make sure they're not the guys that are going to be pitting.
Hitting.
Okay, Colton, the next car is
Hitting.
car number 17.
Car.
There's a car
7
leaving the
is up the
pits.
front.
I guess I'll try to protect the right front more this time. Not really sure how that's going to look, but
The leader's fitting now.
use a little bit of brake on entry maybe. I think we could still get ourselves a top 10, which shouldn't be
Lap time
too
was
bad at all.
29.62.
Hitting.
Hitters coming in later.
Gap is 2.7
Usually that's the play.
seconds.
But I just felt like I couldn't stay out any longer than I already was.
Keep low. The leader's fitting now.
Is pitting.
Clear outside.
There's a car rejoining. Car in front is Bradshaw, car number
The
9.
leader's consider 40.014.
So that's the 6th car. He came in in 4th place, I guess, according to that. Probably going to be passing us in a couple laps.
There's a car rejoining.
4-lap fresher tires from him. There was your leader right there we're passing. Or the left side, 66-68. That would be really tough with 2 tires. Even though the extra turn might be nice,
Nice green pit this time.
don't think that would be a good idea for how long we're going to be green here. So this time I'm going to stay on the bottom lane. Even if it worked for the 3, I don't know if I know how to do that without killing my right front. So instead we're going to try to be patient and not hurt my tires. Maybe I can go like a lane up if the exit is getting too tight or too loose. And I can try to keep the steering wheel a little more straight if it's giving us trouble. But other than that, I don't think that cut down line is going to work for me personally. We are back in the top 10 now.
Car 3 has taken the lead.
Same tires as the 9 ahead of us. Damon ahead in the 10. The Wood Brothers looking car. He's got 1 lap fresher tires, so I don't think we're going to be able to go back and catch him. I did some serious damage to my finish in that first run, but we're going to try to do everything we can to try to mitigate the damage. See if we can get a little bit back here the second half of this race. It's interesting, the 6 with 4 lap fresher tires, he hasn't really gained much on us. I wonder if he's just saving a little bit more than we are right now, but that's interesting to see. If I can still get a top 10 out of this, I think I'll be pretty happy, because we were falling off a cliff that first run. Probably the worst car on track at a certain point. Interesting. We've got ourselves a yellow flag. Only real choice here is to take our last set of tires, I think. Some of those guys that don't have very many laps might be okay, though. We're going to take 2, is what we're going to do. 2 tires. Only as much fuel as we need. It's worked really well in the league races for a lot of guys. We're going to have less laps to the end here. Track position, I think, could be very important. That 6 car behind us, with 4 lap fresher tires, wasn't gaining anything.
Road's open.
So 2 tires could be a strong play here. 26.33 for Damon. Yeah. Low numbers, but not a 7. So there's that. Yeah, those guys definitely doing a much better job of saving the right front.
45-37.
The leader, Solis, is pitting.
Some staying out, it looked like.
What's your speed? It's fine, you got loads.
Pit box in 10,
So I got the guy ahead a little bit while I was watching the speed.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Early 96, 95 on the left sides. Let's see how this goes.
All clear. Punch it. Drive smart. There are no more right side tyres to put on. They want you in single file.
So we got some older tires in front of us. The 9 also took 2, I assume. Single file restarts especially, it's going to help to have some track position, I think. I don't know what spot we're in, though, because we had a lot of people stay out. We might actually be worse now that we've pit track position-wise, but a lot of no tire calls up there. They pit later, though. This has really mixed up the field on strategy.
What happened to you, Ken?
The 16-second guessing. I'll do one more spot, we'll get back.
On the outside.
Hopefully these 2 tires aren't atrocious. When we P11. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure.
That wasn't a caution there. I don't know what the caution was for.
Kind of don't want to get up in the potentially dirty part of the track there.
Inside line or outside line?
The caution was behind me. I don't know.
No, 26.
I really don't know how hard I want to push here. I guess we have to get around the guys with older tires. Maybe we want to use the good while we have the opportunity.
Going green.
Love for this 9 to get up to the bumper of the 19 if possible. Here we go.
The pace car is off. Be ready.
Trying to see up there. Hard to, though.
Green, green, green. The leader did a 20.277.
Boy.
Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Still hold. Car outside. 2 wide. Still there. Hold your line. Keep low.
All just trapped right now.
Clear up top.
Clear. Alright.
You're in the top 10.
Did not expect them to run that one lane up there. We've gone highline clearly.
Car inside. Still there. Stay high.
Man, I wish these spotters let me know if you were 4 wide. I mean, I knew it, but really one of us didn't.
I didn't know we were 4, honestly. I thought we
Car
were 3.
inside.
5-3.
Yeah, we're 4.
Man, it's hard to move through this field here.
Inside. Stay high with the car on the low side. Still inside. Still inside. Inside. Clear inside. Inside.
Whew.
Stay high.
Really
Car on the
skatey.
low side.
Trying to get into the outside wall.
Why they don't, if they do it in NASCAR 25.
Still there. Inside.
Behind making me loose. Yikes.
Clear inside.
Contact with the next car
we would have been fine if we all knew, so yeah.
Alexander, car number 6, is now in the lead.
Oh, big hit for the Chili's car. Well, slides up in front of him. That was an interesting entry.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
Somehow 3 wide. Don't like to hear that because I did not expect it.
Keep low. Still there. Clear high.
Alright. Up to P4, I believe. 12 got me a little bit loose in the quad over there, though.
You're back in 4th position. The leader is running 29.549.
Ooh. The 3 right behind us, though. 2 tires working fantastic. Haven't really even noticed, to be honest. That's Damon there in 2nd, just making that pass.
Alright, Colton, the next car is Jurgensen, car number 4. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Oh man, stuck in his dirty air. That's going to get the 3 around us.
Stay high, there's a car on the low
That
side.
sucked. Should have just gone bottom.
Keep high. Clear, outside. Still there. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
Wide.
Hold your line, 2 car outside, 2 wide. Still there. Outside.
They nearly got together there, and they might have, actually. Looked like the 9 really drove it in hard. This has been really tough racing. 16 laps to go. I've really not saved tires at all, so that could really come back to haunt us. Got the 6 out there in the lead. He's got 7 lap older tires. Oh man, that got loose.
Lap time was 29.78.
That wasn't good. I let him use that higher line and it was so much better.
Stay low. Still there, hold your line. Clear outside. Inside.
Able to cut down on us there. Tried to stay out in front of him. Give him some dirty air. Didn't work.
Still there. Clear.
Nowhere to go here. Gave the one some dirty air, ended up in the outside wall. Looked like he was about to get to our inside.
The leader is running.
I kind of had to protect against that. I needed to be able to cut down.
Car inside.
The next car is Solis.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there.
Oh, side force there pulled me to the inside. That was interesting. He just powers by us on the bottom that time. It's okay, P5. Damon side by side for 2nd. It's the 3 car going around him. 11 laps to go. Feels like everybody in front of us is running higher up the track. It might be a better idea to just stay out of that wake right now and keep going low. You see so many guys racing really hard, getting loose out of the corner, lots of steering wheel in it.
Job, good to go.
Here's the 7 again. He passed us earlier in the race. Gonna do it again, it looks like here. Coming to 9 to go. Damon looks like he's getting real loose with that one behind him.
Car in front of us is Bryson, car number 1.
Oh, it's so tight. The one cutting down like that all over our nose.
Car outside.
Gotta leave that upper high line open.
Go low. Still there, hold your line. Clear high.
Oop.
Car ahead is car number
Inside.
Dang it. Sorry.
Inside. Clear.
Just gonna let him by there because that was really bad.
Clear inside.
It's one thing to cut him off, another thing to get loose while I do it. That was not well done, and I lost him a spot, so I need to just gather my hot tires after that. Get it together. Oh, she's in the wall though.
Car
Let
outside.
me get to the inside again.
The lead consider 30.531. Clear up top.
That was a pretty solid hit. I wonder if that's some wheel damage or anything.
car in front is car number 90.
Alright, we're back to 7th then. Yeah, something must have broke on that 7 because they are falling back after they were much faster than we were. Really appreciate them for not running me over as I got really, really loose in front. Someone heading down pit road for some reason.
5 laps to go.
5 to go
We are
here.
where we expected to be.
Somebody's coming with a head of steam. That's the 2. I'm actually not sure how he ended up so far back. But they're going to be hard to hold off.
Inside. Still inside.
Getting really tight on the bottom now, so I feel like I have to move up to that cut down lane again. Big one on us.
Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside. Outside.
This is not going to stick.
Still there, hold your line.
They're going to be able to hold on out there,
Clear
no problem.
outside if you want it. Outside. 2 left to go. 2 to go. Clear outside. Car outside.
2 laps
Still there.
remaining. That last lap was
Outside.
at
Clear.
13.92.
Car outside. Go low. Keep low.
Somehow been able to hold on better than I expected here on this bottom, but
Still there. Clear up top. Outside. Keep low. Still there.
that
hold your
exit of
line.
4 is going to be what kills us for sure.
Clear outside if you want
7,
to.
huge run.
The lead is consider 30.433. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Stay low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
She's able to clear us.
struggling out there. You definitely got us all covered at these times.
Close. Almost got it back, but whew.
P9. That's the end of the race.
All right,
Never mind.
there's
All
the
right.
flag.
Where'd we get? P9. That's not too bad. I'll take that.
Good job.
Like I said,
Very good
being
job.
able to pull it back to top 10 after that first half we had.
Man, this car's a handful here.
Whew, who got the win? The 3. That makes sense. They were probably the best one out there overall. I think that was Damon in the top 5. Oh, shoot, Charity left. I wanted to apologize for that mistake I had. Who was the other one I had a
Kenny, I
mistake
was
in
on
front of?
super
Or
cold
something.
tires. I was trying to bank.
Oh, I got somebody on the entry of the pit road, the 9. I think I hit the bumper of the 9 on the entry to pit road. That's the other thing I was thinking about. But I think that should have been okay. We just kind of gave him a little boost. 53.67 on that last run. Really wasn't trying to do any tire saving, that's for sure. And it might have hurt us a little bit there at the end, but I wasn't saving tires even when I was trying, so. Nick with a P14 as the 25 car. That's pretty good. Really tough to drive for sure.
You're good, Grant. I ain't angry. It happens.
Yeah, that 7% after the first run was not good. So I had to do something a little bit different. And it ended up kind of being a little bit weird because we had the caution thrown in there. It was a really good race. Just really tough to drive. A lot of swinging the steering wheel around and all that. Damon with a really good top 5. He was a guy that did not pit at the end, I think, after the caution. And he was able to hold on to a top 5. I pit for the 2 tires. I don't think it was the 2 tires that ended up hurting me. I was not doing a good job of saving my stuff. But to be able to get a top 10 still is plenty good with me. I'll definitely take it. We'll go and see what happened out here now. Just the 1 yellow. I imagine there's probably going to be a couple of wall hits and things like that, though. Alright, first thing we're going to see here is on lap 9. Wall. Ooh, that was actually a pretty decent wall hit on the entry. 1. Chili's into the outside wall. Nick says he was around 33. That's more what like some of the other guys were reporting, I think. Like Damon had 26, Bryson 29. He was on the right rear though somehow. I don't know how you do that. 29, 26 for the 7. Yeah, there is a way to get it on the right rear, I guess. I just don't know quite how to do that. Really gotta drive it on the ragged edge, maybe. But I was just all over the right front. It would probably take me a couple tries to kind of figure out what this thing needs for long run pace. 21 big wall hit through the quad oval. But that's really all we've had so far, is some wall hits. And then, oh, we're going to get a bunch of tire readings here, probably the whole field, with how bad these tires were wearing. So rather than waste time looking through those, we'll go straight to the yellow. Or at least around the green flag pit stops, we'll skip ahead to there, because we could have some stuff happening in during that portion of the race. $17 getting real loose. The 8, oh man, the 8 having to try to avoid it. Did the 8 end up coming back from that? No, it's the P15. I remember the 8 was really good. I think he caught and passed us in that first run, so. Oh shoot, here it is. Here's the yellow. Already in progress. So they got the wall a couple times already. They're on that seam. Nick on the inside. I think it was probably a combination of being on that seam. I don't know what tires they've got at this point, but they're on the seam. Nick Martin down there probably getting some aerodynamic stuff going on with the 26. It just becomes a little bit too much. Snaps on him, and then the 23, nowhere really to go. Tries to slow down, but can't quite do it. They come together, and then that is that. Thankfully, not a bunch of cars behind him, because that could have been a big pileup with how narrow that can get through there. 4 wide. Speaking of how narrow, never mind. I guess we can go 4 wide through here. The 7 gets tagged a little bit right there. Somehow saves it and then still comes and tracks me down. That's impressive. Because I don't think we had a yellow after this. This is like 1 lap after the restart or something. Everyone just going as quick as they can. Maybe not a huge surprise that 4 wide didn't work. But I think everybody kept it going straight, which is kind of wild. 13 coming down out of the corner a little bit there. There's when the 7 got the wall pretty good in front of us. Still came and passed us again. I feel like I could have had a much worse finish if some of these issues didn't have for some of the drivers around us. Oh, that's going to be a big wall hit. Oh, that thing was not turning at all. You could tell it gave up like halfway through the corner. They're gassing it up right here, and that's nowhere near the angle you need for the exit. They got the dirty air right there. The right front's probably giving up at this point. Only 5 laps to go. But they still tried to go for it, and just a huge wall hit for the 20. Got some tires, still able to get under 50% at the end there. Everyone just trying to get their cars around. Look at a spin. It's the 20 again. Spinning there to the checkered flag. Just trying to give it a little bit too much. They ended up just spinning to the inside. I wonder if that gave them a penalty, though. I think they should be fine because they already passed the checkered. But man, that was a really tough race. That was a hard one to control. It got really tight at times, which made you have to put a lot of steering wheel in it. And that made it snap loose on exit sometimes as well. Really tough to get it to have some long run pace. I really wasn't capable of doing that apparently, but still able to get ourselves to 9th place, so I think I'll definitely take it. We'll go ahead and see the race results page now after this one. I think I'll just be I'll be pretty satisfied getting the top 10 and a clean race car to bring back though. So let me make sure you can see it. There we go. 11 iRating, so we're exactly 5,600 here now after a 41.94 strength of field. There we are there, 9th place, 178 championship points. Number 3 gets the victory. No excuse for us. We started right behind them, but they knew how to get there better than we did. But Damon there, really, really good, top 5. Over 200 championship points for him. Scroll through, there's Nick Martin. He gains more iRating than we do, as the 25 getting a 14th place finish. Really good run. He also had a 0x. Not too many people did, it looks like. Lots of incidents scattered throughout the field there. Pretty sporadically throughout, but we'll scroll through here and see the rest of your finishers. All 28 cars, pretty solid, large field in that one. So we'll get a top 10 out of it. I'll definitely take it here at Texas 2009. There we go. That's what I was wondering what year this scan was. But Gen 4 racing for you. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely lots of action. That's for sure. We had our portions of single file, but there was still lots to think about trying to hit your marks, and it was definitely not easy to drive, which is kind of the point for the Gen 4s, for the Gen 4 racing. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.